Are we live? Yeah. Oh, okay. For a minute I was like, are we live? And the button hadn't gone yet. So yes, we are live. I'm an introvert. When you ask me how my holiday was, whatever holiday we're talking about, 4th of July, what have you, and I tell you it was quiet and it was good. I pretty much I moved from the bed to the couch, to the kitchen, to the couch, to the kitchen, to the couch, to the bed. That was my day yesterday. That's it. At one point, both Tom and I were on the couch, and all 5 cats were on the couch with us. So we had there was like this 20-minute span where all 7 of us in the household were on the couch together. So yeah. It was a good day. It was a good day. I needed it to rest and recharge. And I'm gonna go to work today and see how this week goes, and then have another 3-day weekend. It'll be good. Okay, but you are here for Courage, Conviction, and Consciousness, and it is December 26th. Our title is Mind Radiates, and our author is Harriet Hale, and this is from Christian Mind Healing from 1914. God is mind, and every thought of divine mind is perfect, like itself. People must know themselves as God created them, a pure and perfect idea of the first great cause. Then will all their expressions be likewise good and very good. But as long as they remain ignorant of this truth, they will continue to express a mixed condition of sin and peace, health and disease, life and death. People are not a creator in the sense that they originate anything. Their work is to take the inevitable creations of God, the invisible creations of God, and to make them visible. For people are the creator of the outer world of form, while God is the creator of the inner world of principle. This invisible creation is called by Jesus Christ the kingdom of heaven, and it fills all space so that it is accessible to people through their own divinity, and by scientific thinking they may externalize it as heaven on earth. Mind, thought, words, and deeds define the process from center to circumference of creation. And when people realize that they build their world with their words, they will begin to discipline their mind and pay strict attention to the quality of their thoughts and words, bringing them into conformity with the constructive power of love and wisdom. Thus, their body and their world will begin to manifest the true, the good, and the beautiful. It is truly the nature of mind to radiate thought, as it is for a lighted lamp to radiate light. Yet, if the lamp chimney be blackened with soot, the medium has become imperfect, and thus radiations of light will be rendered feeble. People are God's lamps, God's greatest avenue of expression, and must needs keep their continuous mind, their conscious mind, clear and clean as a perfect vehicle of expression. Mouthful. But you know what? I think that was very clear. And it's that second paragraph, which is one long run-on sentence. Okay, let's go back and look at that second paragraph. People are not creators in the sense that they originate anything. Okay, so that's interesting that she says that. Their work is to make the invisible creations of God, to take the invisible creations of God and make them visible. For people are the creator of the outer world of form, while God is the creator of the inner world of principle. Oh my God, that is incredible. That line right there. That is, I mean, it just kind of makes pretty clear how we are co-creators with God or spirit or whatever word you want to use. It makes very clear how it is. And God is not bound by time and space, which she gets to. God's invisible fills all of space and all of time, making it thus available to us continuously. These ideas are always available to us. It is up to us to be available to the idea to bring it into form. Because New Thought leans into the divinity of living beings. It's like we're made by God, of God, for God. We are made to express God. So we're co-creators. Well, she explains how we're co-creators. God has originated the idea, and it's our job to bring it into form. And because we can bring things into form, then we have the ability to manage our world. And when we know that, we do a better job of it. It's like Maya Angelou says, we did the best we could with what we knew. Now that we know better, we'll do better. Okay? Okay, I paraphrased her, but you know what I mean. I like that she gives the lamp, and I can imagine she's probably talking about one of those gorgeous, where you have the oil lamp with the chimney, the glass chimney. And I've seen those. And yes, I've seen them blackened with soot. And so yes, it still puts out light. It still does its job. It just doesn't do it as well. And all it needs is its chimney cleaned. So all we need is our mental capacity cleaned. All we need are our beliefs cleaned. We need our consciousness cleaned. How many beliefs do we have tucked back into, our subconscious that we're not even aware of, that is affecting how we create? Since I'm, working on, I'm learning how to manage this autoimmune. Of course, I've constantly got weight loss websites popping up, weight loss and autoimmune and this, that, and the other thing, and diet websites. And that's one of those things, is they keep saying, hey, what is it in your subconscious that is sabotaging your weight loss? She's saying the same thing here. What is it in your subconscious that is sabotaging your ability to express? When we use the word perfect, perfect means whole. It doesn't mean flawless. But when we are dealing with subconscious beliefs that we are no longer aware of, and maybe never were, because, society and culture and religion and stereotypes and archetypes, they all serve to tell us who we are. And honestly, a lot of them are wrong. Not entirely wrong, just wrong enough that we're not making perfect expressions. We're not, So what we need to do is get in there and sort the wheat from the chaff. We need to dig into our subconscious and figure out what it is that we really believe. And once we know what we really believe, then we can change it. How do you change a belief? Well, it's a thought wrapped in a feeling. How do you really feel? There are too many of us that are running around on autopilot. We don't know what we really believe. And we wonder why our life looks the way it does. That's why. Because we're on autopilot. It's good enough. And we're just going to go with that. When the truth is, if we dug into those beliefs, we could express more clearly and our life would look different. I'm not going to say better, because I'm not going to judge you. Whatever your life looks like, you may be perfectly happy. Your life may be working great. And if it is, great. And if it isn't, Harriet Ricks is for you to remind us we occasionally need to pull those chimneys off of our lamps and clean the glass. All right. Which is the mission today? Not literally to clean the lights, but you know what I mean. The mission today, should we choose to accept it, where was it? By scientific thinking, they may externalize heaven on earth. Mind, thoughts, word, deeds define the process from center to circumference of creation. And when people realize that they build their world with their words, they will begin to discipline their mind and pay strict attention to the quality of their thoughts and words. There it is. The mission today, should we choose to accept it, is to discipline our minds and pay strict attention to the quality of our thoughts and words. Okay, bringing them into conformity with the constructive power that we have to use every day. That is the mission. That one, wow, when he picked the readings for December, That one was excellent. I look forward to seeing what the last, because this is it. This year is almost over. We're gonna go into 2024, which I still have 4 chapters in this book to go, because I think I started in either April or May. I'm not sure. But we're closing in on the end of 2023. And so now is as good a time as any to take a good look at your subconscious and go, all right, what's in there and what do I not need to take with me into 2024? All right, the other mission is the same mission I give you every day, which is the spiritual practice of self-care. Do something loving for yourself. Do something loving for yourself. Do something kind for yourself. Do something compassionate for yourself. Honestly, one of the most loving, kind, and compassionate things you can do for yourself is to examine what is in your subconscious. To look at your beliefs and dig down in there and pull up those beliefs, because all of us have beliefs that we're not enough. All of us have beliefs that we're not enough in a certain area or whatever. And so remember I said society, culture, and religion? All 3 of them are really good at telling us we're not enough in some area or another. And the truth is, it's not true. It's not true. So one of the most loving, kind, and compassionate things we can do for ourselves is go back and look for our not enoughs and go, yeah, I am. And let those thoughts go. And I'm not going to tell you it's easy. I'm not going to tell you it's hard. But I'm not going to tell you it's easy. But the good news is you don't have to do it by yourself. Okay? You don't have to do it by yourself. We have community and classes and treatment and all of that. And we can do it together. All right. There's a class called Self-Mastery. And I remember the time I took it, and I don't even remember why I took it, because I don't think I necessarily needed it to get into prac training, but it was an interesting idea. You know how they talk about healing your past? My project for the end of Self-Mastery was I created a collage, a video collage of pictures from my childhood to convince myself that I had a happy childhood. And why this is important is because the negative memories stick out. Stick out more than the positive memories. And so what I did was I went and I looked for all of those memories in photographs that reminded me that, yes, there were some tough times in my childhood, but there was a lot of good in my childhood too. That is something that you can do that is loving, kind, and compassionate for yourself. Go back and look for the good things in your past and realize that your past wasn't as bad as you think it was. So this is just a suggestion. It reminds me that I need to go find that video presentation and watch it. Yeah, and watch it. All right, beloveds. Some other suggestions. Take a deep breath before you speak. Give yourself a moment to respond instead of react. Let whatever's about to come flying out of your mouth, check it at the gates of love, kindness, and compassion. And truth and honesty and all those other things that they remind us to do when we speak. Especially to ourselves. We can be our own harshest critic. Although I would suggest if you hear the critical voice in your head, listen to whose voice it is, because it's probably not yours. And then raise the rent and kick them out. I also remind you to take a walk, take a nap, take a break. The take a walk is one physical exercise, but it's also sometimes you need to set the project down and walk away from it. Set the situation down, walk away from it. That's what the nap can be. That's the human equivalent of turning yourself off and turning yourself back on, and take a break. Because sometimes, you know what? You've pushed as hard as you can. You need to go do something else for a minute or two or a couple of days. Take a walk, take a nap, take a break. All right. Those are all loving, kind, and compassionate. And let me remind you, especially since we are in that gap between Christmas and New Year, what they say on the airlines: when the oxygen mask drops, put your mask on first, then help your neighbor, okay? If you need to rest, rest. You can't pour from an empty cup, so take care of yourself. And now is a good time to do it. All right. I do like to say eat dessert first. You know that when I say that, I do mean that I think chocolate is the first step to fixing anything. But I also mean, because it's a metaphor, don't save the good stuff. Your life is a special occasion. Please treat it as such. Don't save things for a special occasion. Make the occasion special. All right? Your life is a special occasion. None of us know how long we've got. So please do that. And joy. Joy is a quality of God. Therefore, joy is a quality of you. No matter what is going on in the world, no matter what is going on in life, your life, make room for joy. All right. Joy comes from inside. Happiness, yes, can be conditional. But joy comes from the inside, and it is part of hope, and we all need it. So please make room for joy, whatever it looks like for you. One of my great joys is my silly fur babies when they're being, cats. 'Cause yeah. So that is part of my joy. And there are other things, I have memories of experiences that I add that are joyful. Whatever it takes, please do that for yourself. All right. The rest of the suggestions are basic self-care. Do something to engage your mind and your body, whatever that looks like for you. Drink plenty of water. Hydration is super important. You know how I feel about that. Your brain works better. Your body works better. Your skin looks better when you are well hydrated. So hydrate. I appreciate now that I forget what whiskey it is, and I probably shouldn't say anyway, but they're like, if you're going to drink this whiskey, make sure you drink a glass of water in between each serving. So even the alcohol companies have gone, you know what? And so they're starting to push that. So drink plenty of water. Get that early in your day bright light. The sun's finally come out, but the first thing this morning, it was not out. It was, it was blue sky all around, and right in the east where the sun would be coming up, it was cloudy. And so I didn't get sun, but I did get out into and when I talk about the 7 and 9, that's just when the sun is hitting the earth at a particular angle that's best for us for skin, for vitamin D and what have you, and resetting those circadian rhythms. If you get up before or after that, because your schedule demands that, artificial light will help. And if you need more support than you're getting from the light in your house, you can Google sun lamp or seasonal effect disorder light. At this point, I think they're light bulbs you can just screw in to something. So it shouldn't be expensive. Don't spend a whole lot of money on it. But it will support your vitamin D levels, which then supports your bone health and your thyroid health and your immune health and your mood health. So very important. Get that early in your day bright light. And it takes 5 to 10 minutes. That's it. All right. If you want to Google circadian rhythm, starts with a C. All right. Yes, I think I am at the Ernest Holmes quote where I remind you to open the windows of your soul. Allow the breath of heaven to remind you that you do live in heaven right here, right now. It's all around us all the time. Now, Harriet had an idea of what heaven was. It is the invisible. It is where all of the ideas of God live. And it is our job to bring them into the visible. Okay? Which means there is no physical place that is heaven, but that we can create heaven wherever we are. Any place can become heaven, right? So, superpower. And we come pre-installed with that. Jesus came to teach us how to do that because we weren't paying enough attention to the earlier teachers. So Jesus showed up and said, look, this is the way it is. And we still don't listen. But, we're getting better. We're getting better. All right. And in this sense, this is one of those situations where listening to Emma Curtis Hopkins, look for the good and praise it. You need to change your mindset. That is one of the best ways. And science backs her up. Count your blessings, random acts of kindness, volunteer service. 3 of the best ways to change your mindset, which will then help you create your heaven on earth. It will get you into that heavenly mindset. Okay? Heaven is a mindset. It's a state of consciousness. It is a state of consciousness in which we are able to take the ideas in the invisible of God and bring them into the visible, into the material world, the outer world. That's what Harriet was talking about today. So there we are. All right. So yeah, count your blessings. Okay. We are Creative Life Spiritual Center. I am the Running Rev Ryan on the social medias that I am on. Pardon me while my brain resets. And if you want to know what's going on with the center, email info@creativelife.org. That will get you on the Constant Contact. The Constant Contact comes out once a week, and the hot links are hot. If it says click here now, it'll take you right to the information you want or to the person that will help you create it. Or help you get it. Sorry. Like, he publishes a link to our YouTube channel, take you right to the YouTube channel, and then you can subscribe while you're there, and then this YouTube will notify you when we put new videos up, or take them down. I uploaded the Christmas service and didn't realize that the video that I downloaded didn't have sound. Don't know how that happened. It is what it is. So I fixed that. So you got 2 notifications on the Christmas Eve service. All right. We are, what? Sorry, hang on. Yep. Nope. I'm good. Subscribe and like while you're there. But he also published a link that if you are interested in taking classes that we're not offering, they may be offered through home office, and so that'll take you to a person. All right. That's what I was trying to say. Okay. I'm at the part where I get to encourage you to have a great day, a wondrous day, a fantastic day, a magical day, an enchanted day, a wonderful day, an awesome day, a holiday, a get stuff done day, a take a rest day, a start your week off a day for a short week day, a take that wrapping paper into recycling day, a good day. And if that's too much pressure, simply have a day. You are enough just as you are. You are a beloved child of God, in whom God is well pleased and well represented. All right? Know the truth of your being. You are a brilliant light, a divine spark. You are spirit in motion. You are God in action. Or as Reverend Jesse likes to call us, you are godly. All right? Reverend David will be on around 5 p.m. with you. I'll be back with you around 9 a.m. tomorrow. Take care of yourself. I was about to say know who you are, which is not where I normally put that, but okay. Peel back the layers. Get to know who God knows you to be. The person that God knows you to be is really good. Okay? And probably pretty cool. So, all right. Reverend David, 5 p.m. Me, 9 a.m. tomorrow. Take care of yourself. Know that you're loved. And I'll see you next time.